a stark warning our climate in crisis. The air hangs heavy, thick with unrelenting heat. This is not just a passing discomfort, it is a prelude, a symptom of a planet under immense strain. The recent catastrophic events around Beijing serve as a chilling, undeniable testament to the escalating crisis of climate change and the devastating reality of extreme weather now upon us. Just days ago, heavy rainfall unleashed an unprecedented deluge across several districts surrounding China's capital, while the city center miraculously remained largely dry. The outer areas were plunged into chaos, struggling desperately to cope with a sudden, overwhelming volume of water. This wasn't merely a bad storm, it was a stark, visceral demonstration of nature's amplified power, a power increasingly fueled by a changing climate. The deluge, a city underwater, the impact was immediate and brutal. In the northern and western outskirts, districts like Mentougou, Huairou, and Fangshan witnessed their streets transform into raging rivers. Storm drains, designed for a different era, simply could not keep pace. Cars were left abandoned, floating like toys, and in some areas, the sheer depth of the water forced residents to resort to inflatable rafts just to navigate between buildings. This wasn't an isolated incident, it was a systemic breakdown under the weight of an unprecedented meteorological assault. The very arteries of urban life were severe. Floodwaters swamped roads, railways, and tunnels. Multiple metro lines, lifelines for millions, were suspended. Sections of major highways, critical for commerce and connectivity, had to be shut down as water levels rose to perilous heights. Beyond the immediate flooding, the crisis deepened in the city's hilly regions, where landslides tore through roads, isolating entire neighborhoods and cutting them off from essential services. Adding to the despair, widespread power cuts plunged parts of the outer districts into darkness. Transformers, vital nodes of the electrical grid, were submerged or irreparably damaged. Emergency crews, battling both the relentless rain and treacherous terrain, worked through the night, a testament to human resilience against an increasingly formidable foe. A regional catastrophe, a global pattern. The weather system responsible for this devastation was no anomaly. It emerged from the clash of warm, Humid air with a slow, moving monsoon front, a pattern becoming disturbingly common in a warming world, and its reach extended far beyond Beijing's administrative boundaries. Just southwest of the capital, in Hebei province, the city of Baoding recorded an astonishing 530 millimeters of rain in just 8 hours. This staggering figure underscores the sheer intensity of these new weather phenomena. While geographically distinct, Baoding shares a floodplain with parts of Beijing, a critical detail that amplified the disaster. The intense, concentrated rainfall across both areas exacerbated the flooding, making it more severe and widespread, demonstrating how interconnected our environments are in the face of climate change. In response, emergency shelters were swiftly opened, and residents in low-lying areas were urged to evacuate or avoid travel. Schools in affected districts closed, and countless workplaces shifted to remote operations, a desperate scramble to adapt to a new, harsh reality. The infrastructure across these suburbs took a heavy hit. In Mentougou, hillside roads collapsed, while in Fangshan, floodwaters reached above waist level in many neighborhoods. Online videos, raw and unfiltered, painted a grim picture: flooded homes, shattered bridges, and stranded buses, a landscape of devastation that speaks volumes about the vulnerability of our modern cities. The unmistakable call to action: China's Ministry of Emergency Management issued red alerts, the highest possible level, across the entire region. While central Beijing remained largely untouched, the experience of its outer districts serves as a stark warning to every expanding urban center on Earth. Forecasters have cautioned that more rain could hit the area in the coming days, especially in mountainous zones, keeping the risk of landslides, dam overflow, and further flooding dangerously high. Teams of engineers and geologists are now tirelessly monitoring critical sites, a race against time to prevent further damage. Despite the chaos, the local authorities, rescue teams, volunteers, and government workers responded with commendable speed, delivering vital supplies like bottled water, food, and power generators to shelters. The fast warning system proved invaluable, providing residents precious time to prepare, an early action that likely prevented even greater damage and loss of life. Yet, this flooding highlights, with chilling clarity, the growing strain on urban areas as weather becomes more extreme. As cities like Beijing continue their outward expansion into former rural zones, experts are unanimous: better drainage, superior flood control systems, and robust emergency plans are not just desirable, they are urgently needed. The recovery will be protracted. The water may recede, but the scars left behind, especially in Beijing's hardest hit suburbs, will take weeks, if not months, to fully repair. For now, officials are urging people to stay alert and follow weather updates closely. But the message extends far beyond this immediate crisis. This is a global call to action. We must acknowledge the undeniable truth: our climate is changing, and the consequences are here. The time for debate is over. The time for decisive, collective action to mitigate these impacts and build truly resilient communities is now. Our future depends on it.